Hey there, it's Diabat here, and welcome to my new NecroDancer project, called Ascensions. And yes, today I will be your speaker. What does Ascensions means? It's a mechanic in some games, that officially called New Game Plus. New Game Plus is an unlockable video game mode, available in some video game titles, that allows the player to restart the game's story with all or some of the items or experience gained in the first playthrough. New Game Plus modes are typically unlocked after completing the game's story at least once, and sometimes contain certain features not normally available in the initial playthrough, such as increased difficulty, altered combat or encounters, and more. And so, I thought that it will be interesting to see this mechanic in the NecroDancer. All of my New Game Plus levels will be created in Game Level Editor, because I'm stupid and can't make my own mode. I'm Diabat, what do you want from me? And now, without further ado, let me introduce you my first Ascension. Ascension 1, Enemies Generation Changed. There is nothing much to say about Zone 1. Now we have golems, moles, shove monsters and water balls here. In the first idea there was no moles, you can even see that there's no moles in the first floor. Now it's time for a little gameplay. So it's still pretty easy there. Now let's go to Zone 2. This zone is more interesting. There we have ooze golems, shove monsters that still staying with us, blue and orange slimes, and monkeys. In old idea, changes in this zone was more disbalanced. There was spiders and goblins instead of shove monsters. Their combination was so annoying, and too hard for Zone 2, so I deleted spiders and replaced goblins with shove monsters. Now gameplay. Zone 3. This zone can be hard even without Ascensions, but now, it can be really hell place. Jokes ended from now, and if you want to do low percent, this zone will be one of the hardest on all Ascensions. Here we have orange slimes, black bats, teleport monkeys, evil eyes and skeletons mages. Actually, sarcophaguses now spawns from this zone. In this zone it summons basic skeletons, shielded and mages. Now gameplay. Enemies pool in Zone 4 is pretty dangerous now, but I think that this enemies are fit in this zone. Orcs, goblins, devils, clones, ghosts and hellhounds now spawns there. So many chasing enemies, but this zone has always been like this. Maybe hellhounds are little excess, but I think they are not the biggest problem here. In old idea there was no devils, and instead of goblins, there was my favorite shove monsters, but then I suddenly understand that goblins are more fitting there. Now we have more harder zone than it was. Low percent is still hard to made here, but I think it's still possible. Now gameplay. And finally Zone 5, please help me, I'm struggling with Sony Vegas for the first time, I only have wings to do this video. Here we have the biggest enemies pool by comparison from previous zones, but despite this zone is much easier than 3rd and 4th, mostly because of electric floor. Firstly, we are finally have my favorite shove monsters again, and now after that, we have blade masters, shield skeletons, liches, zombies, ghosts and sarcophaguses. Yeah, they are actually spawns there too. Instead of basic sarcophaguses in Zone 4, this ones don't summons basic skeletons and summons liches instead of them. In the first idea, this zone actually should have warlocks, to have truly biggest pool, but I thought that this will be a little excess. Now let's just finally move to the gameplay. And now, on this beautiful moment, where I'm cruelly fighting with my enemies on my last Zone 5 floor, our video and Ascension review ends. Finally, I would like to ask you to leave your comments about this video. Your opinion about Ascension's idea, about video style and something else. Now bye everyone and have a nice day.